Now, the Olympic flame has been extinguished in Italy, but the region is still basking in its glow after Sunday's closing ceremony. New numbers from Visa are offering a glimpse of how the region's economy performed during the Winter Games. According to Visa cardholder data, visits to northern Italy rose 60% during opening weekend. That's compared to the same period last year. The largest share of those visitors came from the United States. Now, during the first 10 days of the Games, shopping by international travelers jumped, get this, 110%. Chris Newkirk is the president of Commercial and Money Movement Solutions at Visa, and he joins us now. I mean, look, I don't have to tell you, this is the reason that countries want to host the Olympics. What did the data show from these Olympics? And what I'm interested in is not just the raw numbers, but what was good in the execution here in terms of really trying to get the momentum behind these cities and these businesses.
Hey, Paul, it's great to be here. Look, I think the success of the Milano Cortina Winter Olympic Games really shows the power of, when an iconic global platform like the Olympics comes together with Visa, we can really create meaningful experiences for the fans, for our clients, for their customers, for athletes, and so on. And you mentioned some of the numbers, and it's really cool to dig in and actually, understand those numbers from like, okay, well, where did those folks come from? You mentioned, the US was very, very strong with visits up 160%. In Europe, travel is also very strong with visitors coming in from Germany, from Switzerland, from the UK. Those were sort of the biggest travelers across Europe. And then seeing where they spent. Not just in Milan, which of course was the headline location, but up in the mountains as well, where spending was up even more strongly than it was in Milan. And you asked about what it takes for, sorry, Paul, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, to execute to your question, it's really a tight partnership between Visa and our partners on both sides of the network. So that just to give you one, example of that, with our partners, we enabled across 13 venues, more than 800 points of sale to be able to take Visa cards in a contactless and seamless way so that the fans could really be on their way either through the venue or with their shopping.
Right.
And that's the kind of thing that it takes to bring this together.
So now what I'm wondering is what kind of a tailwind could Milan, Cortina, Italy in general get from this kind of spending when you see this data? The Olympics are over, but obviously they put their country, their cities, their mountain towns on display here for 2 weeks. What can they expect on the back end?
Yeah, and I think, again, hats off to the local, to the Italian team and to the Olympic Committee for pulling off just a seamless and terrific event. I think they can expect to see, a couple of things when it comes, to our business and payments. We saw, for instance, a 40% increase in contactless payments during the games. Now that fits the global trend that we see where now Visa payments are over 80%. Over 80% of face-to-face payments with Visa credentials are made in a contactless way, whether that's tapping your card or tapping your phone or even your smart device. And I think we can continue to see that momentum sustain through, as that's really how consumers and merchants want to interact with the Visa network. And I think, speaking for myself, I got to see parts of Italy that I hadn't seen before, and it was absolutely stunning and breathtaking and welcoming, and I can't wait to take my family back.
Right, and the less friction there is to being able to book anything or pay for anything, the better. I hear you. I do want to ask you, Chris, look, Mexico offers a perfect juxtaposition here at the moment, unfortunately, though a concerning one. Now, Visa is a sponsor of the World Cup as well. Is there a risk that the events that we're talking about now in Mexico could hurt the financial dividend that places like Guadalajara are looking for in Mexico?
Yeah, I don't think we see anything in the data that would suggest that that risk is manifesting. I think we operate in a world where there's new events happening every day that you're keeping us apprised of, but we don't see anything yet in the data that would cause us to believe that there's going to be anything other than a fantastic World Cup this summer across the three nations.
Okay, Chris Newkirk, we will leave it there. Thanks so much for being with us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.